Why did you choose your character's name?
I chose the name of Lavender because I just feel like I've always really loved lavender, the scent of it and its elusiveness. It's also extremely resilient. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys have a lavender patch, look outside in the winter, it's probably still there somehow.
When has your character been most afraid?
Lavender is from this place called Estebatol. That's her accent also, by the way. And basically, it is like the island that you send the prisoners, the island where the scum of the earth lives, but she lives there with her mother. So growing up, she was always scared anytime she lost sight of her mother. They have a very, very strong connection. And the moment that she was told that she needed to leave the island now from the person that she loves the most, she'd never been more scared to forge out on her own than ever before.
What would be a perfect day for your character?
A perfect day for Lavender includes her best friend Brawley. She loves her so much. She's never had a sister, so she really connects with her. She would also be drawing and likely playing tricks, specifically on Valentine and probably on Hondo.
What has been your favorite moment of the campaign thus far?
Lavender is a changeling, so when she really gets to flex those muscles, it's amazing for her. And on the other side of things, she's also never felt a part of anything. So when she finally gets accepted into the Wildcards, aka Mary trusting her and saying, you know what, I think this Lavender chick is okay, that really hits home for Lavender. But there's one very specific scene that I hope you guys check out where she gets to flex her changeling abilities and become. She just soaks up that moment in the spotlight.
What has been your saddest D&D moment?
There's one very specific moment where one character, and that just absolutely sinks her and makes her realize how much she cares about the Wildcards.
What was the inspiration for your character, and what were you hoping to explore?
Something that I was really looking forward to exploring within Lavender was her accent, her playfulness. I wanted her to be something that really mixed up the existing chemistry of the Wildcards without copying any other character. So I really looked at characters within Killing Eve, Villanelle, and I kind of brought out that psychopathic trickery that makes you love her, but also there are moments where you're thinking, oh, right, she truly is a wildcard.
You arrive at a local tavern. What do you order?
Lavender would arrive at a local tavern not looking like herself, so let's just establish that right away. She always loves kind of casing a joint and seeing what's up before she reveals who she is. She would go in and she would be someone to be like, what do you usually drink around here? And she would want to get what is local to the town, because in her little village at Estebatol on the island, she has not really experienced many things in the world, and she just wants to soak up very much natural culture wherever she can find it.
What was your character's childhood like?
You would think that Lavender's childhood was really, really rough, but she loved her childhood. Besides the fact that she never got off this island and she was dealing with completely unpredictable situations at every turn, it kept her busy, it sharpened her stealth, it sharpened her way to persuade people and just be a little bit sneaky, and she just loved growing up with her mother in Estebatol. She doesn't know much about her father, he was kind of out of the picture, but maybe that's all a part of Lavender and her whole arc within the series.
What's something that your character believed or thought at the beginning of the game that has since changed?
I think like many of us in this world, we often go through a period of time where we think that we're unlovable, and Lavender often found that. She would have moments of connection with animals along the way, or people, or even just growing up around these really scummy kind of people. She always thought that she just would never be able to fit in. And the moment that she realized that she could fit in somewhere was a huge changing moment for her in her own character.
Who's your favorite NPC?
Any NPC, so non-player character that she comes across, she wants to know how she can take advantage of them. But there ends up being this one character, and very much out of the social norms of what we maybe think of when we have a typical relationship, youngest age to oldest age, if you're catching my drift. And she really starts to flex her flirtation bone, and it kind of helps them out in the end. But, I mean, it didn't last as long as Lavender probably wanted it to.
Who were you closest to before meeting the rest of the party?
I think it goes without saying that Lavender was the closest with her mother, but on the road when she was completely on her own and found in a completely northern region from southerly Estevatol, she was close to no one. She had no one, and so sometimes you'll find within our series, you'll hear her talking to herself, because if there's one thing that she's learned that maybe we could all learn in this life is sometimes we have to be our own best friend, and she's definitely done that for herself.
Turn to a random page of your notebook and read the first sentence you see.
Lavender loves to write notes, and so does Amanda in real life, so I am turning to a random page in my notebook, which I also like to draw in, like Lavender. And there's a little diagram that says outer city, let me get that in focus for you guys, outer city, inner city, and it said, down dark tunnel, note footprints, signs of blood drops, running water. Oh, and then this one, this says, tunnel time, baby.
Who of the wildcards would you trust with your life?
Brawley.
Who's the most mischievous?
Hondo.
Who in the wildcards is most likely to betray the party?
Hondo.
Need a wingman for a date. Who do you choose?
Hondo.
What's your role in the party?
I think she's still trying to figure that out. I think she wants to be the leader.
You get in a street fight. Who do you want at your back?
Gord. Oh? Mary!
You get arrested. Who do you ask for?
Valentine.
What's your favorite part about playing D&D?
I think this is going to be pretty similar for a lot of us. Favorite part about D&D, getting together with friends virtually in a time when we can't get together. I have actually never had the opportunity as Amanda in real life to get together with these hooligans in person around a table. So this has been my first experience with D&D, which has been so cool. And also watching Scott, my partner, who plays Valentine. Also, how cool is this? His is Valentine, so his short form is Val, and mine is Lavender. Lav, backwards, palindrome, here we go. But watching him create some of the content for this and get really excited. That's all been really, really cool to watch behind the scenes.